Alright, mate. Today is November 23rd, 2022, mate. It is 11:16 p.m. I want you all to know about heaven, alright? Because you all consistently asked, what is heaven like? Well, I'll explain it to you. First of all, heaven is in the Andromeda Galaxy. It is a planet, first of all. A brand new one, right? It's only been open since August the 24th was the construction of the new realm. It is gorgeous. I want you all to know these types of things. It's very nice. If you go to the Andromeda Galaxy, right, you can see this by your mapping here. I want you humans to know what it is. Check the Alpha Quadrant, first of all, right? Identify Alpharet, which is the largest star that is within the Andromeda Galaxy. It is the third planet, which is in the habitable zone of the Alpharet star. It is a planet called Melik, Melektaus, Melik Taus. Okay? Upon this planet, the skies are lavender, a gorgeous lavender. And you know what, mate? The clouds are dark purple. The sun itself is like this gorgeous yellow and orange that radiates this beautiful colour and has these gorgeous red wings. It looks like it flies through the sky, because it literally does. You will see the most gorgeous emerald green rolling hills that you've ever seen in your life. And every type of tree that you can imagine, with gorgeous forest running for miles and miles. There are beautiful rivers that flow through the world. They are pink. Is it like Kool-Aid? No, mate. It tastes like water. It's just pink. I got inventive. The mountain ranges out there are made of every gorgeous gemstone that you can ever experience in your entire life. So when you look at them, they glow like a rainbow of glistening beauty, right? Upon the planet, we have the New Eden, right? Every type of herb seed and type of fruit seed, or whatever plant you can imagine is grown within Eden. Joshua is the gardener up in Eden. He loves his job, by the way. I wouldn't call it the job, but more like a passion, because money doesn't exist up there, right? But it's actually beautiful beyond measure. I want you to understand these types of things, mate. There's 5 trees in the garden. You humans were only ever told about 2, the tree of knowledge and the tree of life. There's actually 5 trees. I'm not going to mention the other 3. You'll learn about them for those of you who actually get up to heaven, mate. My father's mansion is there, right? I want you to know it's a gigantic mansion made of marble, bigger than any mansion you've ever seen in your entire life upon this planet, right? Gorgeous. It's adorned with the most precious woods and gemstones, and you go in and you have sleeping quarters and hallways and a library with literally every book you have ever read in your entire life, anywhere around the entire existence, in books you haven't ever even comprehended to understand or perceive. When you get into the throne room, that's where the holy angels all stand in front. You have my father's throne. You have my throne right next to him, by the way, which is very nice. You have a big, gigantic sunroom filled with windows and just most beautiful things that you've ever seen in your entire existence. The sleeping quarters with big, gigantic beds that are so very comfortable. The palace is very lovely. That's where I came from, where I was before I came down to this planet in 2019. First of all. Second of all, outside you have every type of living quarters you can think of. If you wanted a big gigantic home or something humble, or you wanted a ranch style living or a cabin, it's all there, mate. Anything you can think of, right? We have all the freshest food you could ever get. You can eat it fresh, grown if you prefer it that way, natural. If not, we have light-based technology that manifests whatever it is that you desire. There's tons of beautiful music, tuned properly, not to cause you any impair in your mind, but actual peace in your brain. Right. Some of the most gorgeous things you'll ever experience in your entire life. It's a land of peace. The beaches are of the most crystal white sand you've ever seen in your entire life, mate. The waters glow of this most gorgeous sapphire and purples. The air quality is so clean, it's beyond a level that you could even comprehend or even feel within your own lungs, because it's just pure, clean, good, organic living in a beautiful paradise in a immortal body, free from all of those types of things, free from anything that binds you or harms you, mate. And these are facts. Anyways, I came down upon your earth to collect data from individuals upon this planet of who's going to be in my book of life. When I leave, I'm going back home to my planet in heaven. I'm going to record the information of who's saved. Those of you who are not, well, it's judgment time, right? I just want you all to know about heaven. Yes, heaven is very beautiful. That's where I'm from, and that's a description of it. Basic. There's still more, but that gives you an idea of some of the stuff up there. And yes, it's an actual paradise. And no, it's not a video game or some sort of simulation or anything else like that, mate. It's actual paradise. And that's where I come from, mate. And that's where I'm going back to when I leave this body. Just so you all know. And yes, it's in the Andromeda Galaxy. Yes, it's in the Alpha Rex Quadrant, right? Alpha Rex Star, Alpha Quadrant. Third planet from the Alpha Rex Star. That is my home world, right? That is my Father's house and my house. And that's where we are taking souls, and all the souls who are worthy of getting into heaven that passed away since August 24th. That's where you all have been going. And we've been getting some new arrivals. And the look on y'all's faces, it's quite beautiful. All right? Anyways, I leave my body every night and I go back home to heaven literally every night, mate. So I'm only on your planet Earth during the waking hours, but when I fall asleep, I leave out of this vessel, I go back home and handle my responsibilities. So I'm literally handling like 2 pawns right now, Milky Way and Andromeda. The truth of the matter is that you all are getting new bodies and new existences in Andromeda, right? Because this entire system over here is scheduled for destruction, right? Just so you know, mate. But yeah, it's nice. Anyways, you asked about heaven. I wanted you all to know, right? So when you pass away, you're like, when do you get to go to heaven? Well, when you die. Do you have a pulse? Oh, you do? Well, you're not dead yet, so you haven't gone to heaven, right? No, heaven doesn't exist on earth. I told you in the book of John, my kingdom is not part of this world. I meant that verse very much, mate. My kingdom is in Andromeda, and I told you exactly where it is, and you all can verify it with star coordinates. It exists in reality, not some sort of video game or simulation.